Yoga camera.
Fuck me. So like this, try to look on the screen down there. Fuck me. So like this, try to look on the screen down there.
It's wide angle now.
So like this, try to look on the screen down there. It's like shit, it hurts.
I think that's
So like this, try to look on the screen. Shit, it hurts.
just switch it back around. Like, what is this?
I know. Damn it. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. It's clear anyway. Fuck it. What up, y'all? Sorry for the confusion.
I'm gonna say technical difficulty.
Yeah,
we
we can't do this.
were trying to do something we didn't want to fly. It didn't work.
What up, y'all? Sorry for the confusion.
I'm gonna say technical.
All right, so we're here with another episode of Q&A with KNA. All right, so we got the laptop here so we can see your questions, and we also got the camera up here as well.
That part.
So can I do it like this and still see it?
No.
All right, so guys, as always, we're here to answer your questions and to, just have general gun talk. So, Eric, you got anything on your mind? Just waiting for the questions to come in. So, guys, I'll just start.
Somebody's like, what are the topics?
What are the topics? Reps, what do you want to talk about?
Exactly.
That's the topic, Reps. Whatever you want to talk about.
Q&A. It's called Q&A with KNA.
So we're here to hear from you guys, because a lot of times you guys have questions. It does get hard to answer you guys in the comment section all the time, especially when you guys answer, days and weeks afterwards. And so we like to start doing these Q&As with KNAs so you guys can get like a real time back and forth conversation with us, right? So.
Reps like, okay.
So right before that, we just did a video. And I low-key want to do another one, not on what we just talked about, but low-key about
what kind of ballistics I expect from the 13.7 barrel compared to the 13.9. Yeah, so
not much. Again, we did a video on this. The main difference between the 13.7 and the 13.9 is muzzle device selection.
Only difference.
That's about it.
Muzzle velocity wise, you're not going to gain like 10 per second, even if that. And I'm just guesstimating that. But the main reason, and it's in people's description for the 13.9 barrel, it's only to open up the muzzle device selection for you. That's it.
Right. So if you're going with like the Suns, the Liberty, Knox, then you can go 13.7 because it's made for that. But if you're trying to do like us, like YHMs and shit, then you're going to want to go 13.9s because it's going to allow you to get that 16-inch limit. So that's honestly the main difference. A pimp named Slickback. So,
How do you want to answer it?
I have no idea. We're talking about guns today, dog. You guys are going to have to keep the revolutionary shit for a different time. Trust me, I know all about it. I was out there. So.
Is grain a factor when comparing different barrel lengths? Grain weight matters as far as when you're trying to reach out and touch with lethality. So the next thing I want to test, when my optic comes in for this, I want to test 62 grain ammo at a distance, and I want to test 77 grain. Because ideally what these are mainly supposed to be, they're like recce guns. They're like recce rifles where you're supposed to be able to pick up any ammo.
They're not recce rifles.
They're not recce rifles because recce involves a specific mission set.
Recce is reconnaissance, and there is no type of rifle needed for reconnaissance. To be honest,
You can take a 16-inch rifle and accomplish that mission.
You can take an 11.5, you can take a 10.5, you can just go with a pistol. Because your job isn't to shoot. Your job is to recon.
It's to gather information. But the point is.
And so, to be honest, if you want a recon rifle, which is normally to break contact, a belt fed. That's a perfect recon rifle.
The budget.
No, some people are on their revenue.
Yeah, but that's the next thing I want to try out is the different grain weights to see if I get a difference. I know maybe there is a holdover difference, but I'm curious to see what that holdover difference is with the primary arms.
13.9 and 13.7?
No. Oh. Keith already has the 13.7. He's putting ridiculous rounds down range with that.
Yeah, because my 13.9 goes up to 6. And I'm sure his was doing the same as well. Yeah. So I feel like
he's got the legit ACOG because he wanted to be out.
I got the ACOG at home and it does just as good the way it should be. So
he said his sir slick back said it. He said
yeah, so besides that, any other questions? Anybody building any guns out there? Who's building? Anyone can go out and buy a gun. Who's building one?
Exactly.
I want to know who's putting like their knowledge to the test.
Who's putting quality blasters together? No, you know what we should talk about? Like you've always been saying for the past like few weeks, like the PSA thing.
Oh, PSA. Hey, listen, PSA, Palmetto State Armory.
We're about to be the PSA.
Do not play with Palmetto.
They're about to be the PSA. They're about to be the Palmetto State Army. Like, think about this, guys. Right? What happens when they start getting into the nylon and they start building plate?
Or night vision. Can you imagine if Palmetto State made duels for 2,500 white phos, like Gen 3s? Like, they was actually like fucking legit. Like, and then like they had IR lasers for like, let's say 500.
Like, I'm just saying it as a joke.
Right.
Like, I sat back and thought about it. I was like, what if they actually did do that?
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna go from PSA Armory to PSA Armory.
I'm just saying nylon wise. What if like they make like what if in 10 years, right? Somebody shows up to the range, right? They got a PSA saber, they got a PSA dagger, they got a PSA belt, whatever we're gonna call that, a PSA plate carrier, a PSA sling.
Like,
right?
PSA is listen, 5 years from now, we're not gonna be laughing at PSA.
I'm just saying.
Right? Because a lot of these companies like PSA was innovating, right?
Wouldn't that be funny? Like somebody shows up like, oh, what's all that? Palmetto State Army.
And they look at PSA almost how you look at BCM. Can you imagine that? That would be something.
It's gonna now because you know why? There's still gonna be people who won't believe in that because of the fact that BCM has been.
Imagine PSA got a military contract.
If PSA got a military contract, that'd be the funny thing.
They say
I would laugh, but then I would be like, well, who are the people as far as who are doing the tooling, their R&D, like assembling the guns and stuff? Because like a lot of people have the sabers and they've been testing them and they've been getting some pretty good results. It's pretty interesting. And I was looking price wise, right? How keep it simple, doing it your way, right? If somebody were to want a rifle, it's like buy a PSA saber in what way? Like a complete load.
Good. So many options. But yeah, and now that PSA, if you look in there, I wish I could like screen. Oh no, I wish I could like screen share where we go through the website. That's why the next thing we'll try to add, see if we can take you guys on a website dive with us, so we can just be like, hey, this is what we look at if we want to buy a suppressor.
They said that's next. Our lasers are crazy expensive now. They're doing it. They're doing it. Yeah, they're doing well.
So definitely, like I said, PSA.
I definitely have to say the dagger is growing on me. I'm gonna run this next competition with the first.
I've heard a lot of good things about that dagger. Just saying.
And that's coming from Mr. Overflow here, who's like, just buy a lot.
I was talking shit about daggers at first. I was like, why yada yada.
That's it. I was talking bad shit about it.
But now it's like,
especially because we had two of them in here and I was having issues with them.
But when gun works, shit, it works. And then the dagger compared with the saber, and then the saber compared with their knockoff M110 at home. Like now you get a decent 9mm, a decent 5.56 and a decent 308, and put you if they're gonna come up with a package deal, would be the M110, a saber, and a dagger.
For $2,000.
It's something like that.
No, hold on. Cause I got that.
25.
No. Cause I got to take the magazines, the bags. Hold on. I got that.
Even $3,000. That's still
that M110 at home, that comes with 3 magazines, the Savior equipment bag, which holds 2 rifles right there, and the Magpul bipod. That's $1,400. Then, a forged PSA Saber 16-inch. That's around $1,000. So that's already $2,400 right there. And then a dagger.
Oh wow.
A dagger would be $400. So 30. So what? 3,800. About $3,000, or about 4. Let's just comfortably say, because you still got to get an optic light, a light, and a swing.
Like $3,000.
No, 3,500, because you still need to get optics.
Oh shit! Plus or minus $3,000.
I hate this phone holder.
Yeah, no, this phone holder sucks. That scared chair at me too. We'll do it this way. I don't want.
So Thomas has this really huge, ridiculous phone, which I love to death because of the quality, but the phone holder, which is coming in soon,
Sucks.
yeah, the phone holder we have right now sucks for it. But we're supposed to get that huge one. There we go.
Anyway.
We'll figure out how to brace it off Sunday.
Yeah, like I said, we'll get this figured out. We're still learning.
No, we haven't ran the Saber yet. Well, let me go back.
Okay,
Mike Taurus before the G series. People
True
don't
love.
know it's on the brand as far. Even Taurus, right? Because I've heard issues about the G3 series.
It's better than a high point.
Taurus is definitely better than a high point. Taurus is definitely better than a high point. But as far as if I had to choose between a Taurus and a dagger, I would pick a dagger.
Yeah. Mr. Prulove, I'm sorry. He said, what about the Jackal? Now, I haven't had a chance. I've been asking PSA in the emails, can I use the Jackal? Can I review a Jackal? And for some reason, I just never have them in stock to review. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but it is an interesting little concept. But at the same time,
it's an ACR at home,
right? It's a piston. It's
an ACR at home that actually works.
It's basically like a BR. It's a BRN 180 without the fucking external charging handle. Low key. But you know,
it'd be cool to test out.
Yeah, it'd definitely be cool to test out.
PSA, hook us up. Just saying.
Like I said, I'd be asking for them, man.
Hook us up. We definitely want to test it.
If they do, trust me, you guys would know. Taurus equals affordable firearm. Why does it got this icon?
Oh, I don't know.
And something, and so PSA.
I mean, like I said, I would choose the dagger over Taurus as of right now. Like Taurus is trying to get up there. PSA is just a little bit further ahead of them as far as their QC and a bunch of other stuff. Mm-hmm. And affordability for parts. Like I could tell somebody, yes, get the Taurus G3 Toro because yes, it's optics ready, it gives you metal sights, and it's a good mounting interface. However, if something gets broken on that slide, sure, you can get it sent to Taurus, but now you're down a gun versus you can buy parts from the manufacturer, have it sent to you, just fix it yourself.
All right. Name is Sir Slickback. You guys ever run a piston-driven 13-inch barrel system? No. As far as 13-inch, no, but my BRN 180 is a 10.5. And I've also shot a 16-inch piston-driven system. They're nice for what they do. To be honest, if I didn't have to keep shit so proprietary, I probably would have a piston-driven system myself. So it makes your system cleaner, but keeping it like kind of like Thomas does is the reason why like I don't try to run proprietary stuff anymore. Right, like only in our
If you-
like shit
if you-
in the fan
yeah.
guns.
If you bust a gas tube, you can at least salvage a gas tube.
All right, that's why like
Or
our
a gas block.
like our short bus guns, like those guns are meant to be like field repairable. If we came across another AR in the field, there's no supply chain.
Exactly.
We take parts off that and use it on our guns.
If there is no, hey, I'm going back to base, there's an armory and I can go and fix it there. I need to be able to fix it literally if I have only a tree stump.
Right, but besides that, if you're like again, I have BRM 180. I love it for like a car gun, home defense gun, just something to have type gun. Not thinking about like the worst.
But if it goes down,
Piston driven systems are like key. Like I'm not key, they're like the legit. Especially if you have one that has an adjustable gas setting like my BRM 180, where if it's suppressed, you can turn down the gas setting so it can cycle a lot smoother suppressed, and then you can open that bitch wide open if you need to.
All right, and then all the AK people, right? They're gonna come in and be like, "Well, AKs are long stroke piston systems." Well, here's the thing, right? Which is why we don't run AKs here in America. Yes, there is an aftermarket support for AKs here. Yes, that's cool. We import AKs, but at the end of the day, when you walk into any gun store, you will find parts for an AR. It's our NATO weapon. It's right here. Now, if we were overseas, yes, I would run an AK because why? Anybody that's on the other side would more than likely be running an AK. And even then, as far as because of how, the world is changing, they're switching over to these bad boys. Think of it this way. They have AKs that, aftermarket wise, you can put AR furniture on them for a reason.
Oh yeah, look at Ukraine. It's all kind of tricked out.
You got people running AKs with mag full stocks on the back. Like, you guys have seen them. So the point is that
you can do that with. I've seen people with PKM machine guns with like AR furniture on it. That shit, it looks kind of dope now. All right, Mr. Love. Ford versus billet receivers in today's manufacturing. Is there going to be a big difference? As long as it's in spec, not really. Now, I get billet lowers are more durable, but most of us have
Thomas has been running the poverty ponies for years.
Exactly.
He's been able to reach out with accuracy out to 600 with it.
Right.
The main thing is, right, as long as you're upper and lower are in spec, funny story. That upper, Alto just bought an upper from Anderson, that I just built for him. And I will admit the tolerances on that Anderson lower, I had to actually heat it. It was almost a thermo fit upper, where I had to like heat it up with a heat gun a little bit so that the barrel would actually slide into the slot.
For that Ford billet?
That was just a regular Anderson Ford $30-something upper. Now I don't know. And once when I start shooting it, I'll see how it shifts. But so far, it locked up pretty freaking tough.
Yeah, but that tight is gonna have a good lockup.
So the point is, I think we're at a point where most of these lower end manufacturers, quote unquote, like Anderson, right? They've upped not only their QC, but maybe they upgrade their tooling because technology advances and that stuff does get cheaper. So we may be at a point where it's like, yeah, you could get an Anderson upper and lower.
I think it comes
like quality rail.
Like how Big Dre was saying.
It don't really
weight.
matter.
It's really just weight. Ford's is lighter, billet is heavier. Now, does that necessarily mean it's more durable?
No.
Not necessarily, but it's like I guess it's like in the back of your mind type thing. Oh, it's more of a solid piece of metal. It's more.
If you wanted to look different, if you wanted to look pretty.
So but to be honest, Forge, like again, if you look at the military, they're using Forge. They're not using billet.
Yeah, so, it's not like they're.
You don't necessarily need billet.
Yeah, if anything, billet it just looks prettier because they put little intricate cuts and lines and stuff just like you were saying, Mister, like how you were saying the Saber, both of them, their difference in price. If you look at how they're designed, yeah, that's probably.
If it's me, I would go with Forge because
go with the cheaper one.
In my experience, I have not seen a difference. I haven't seen like someone come up with Forge. It's not. Like, oh, I fell on my rifle, my Forge just shattered like a lot. Like I have not seen that.
Yeah.
So, again, I would just go Forge, but to each their own. Just the Forge Saber is probably gonna be a little lighter.
That part.
What up, Big Dre? Hey, Dre. Dre is the owner of OWR Armament, y'all.
I just wanted to do the story.
So, yeah, what he said. Dre, you got any questions?
I just wanted to do the story. That's all I want. I'm bored. I just wanted to do the story. Then it's fun.
Is there here a Black Gun Owner magazine? Yeah, right above you in the comment section. Shout out BGOM.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
I was like, what? Yeah. No, we don't game any. We're scorers.
I told y'all to hit me up. Oh, I'm gonna slide in the DM right now.
You're gonna slide into the DMs?
I'm gonna slide in the DM right now.
He don't want to come on the channel. You ain't built for this. You gotta be strong to be on this channel. But yeah, while Ed's doing that, any other questions? We're here to answer all your gun questions. As far as, why people are mad, I don't know why.
Well, all right, there it is.
Should I get a 3X or 6X red dot magnifier for my 13.7? And what company?
So
Eric, I'm gonna let Eric answer. Eric specifically was in your situation running a 3X magnifier with his EOTech, and I'm gonna let him explain and why he did what he did.
I said, you don't let me explain this one.
Mm-hmm. Educate this man.
Oh my God.
Oh, shout out V Conley for donating.
Ooh, thank you.
Shout out Conley, we appreciate it.
I appreciate all the info, guidance, and tools you suggest for everybody. Yeah. All right, so.
Thank you. We appreciate this.
All right, okay. This is just an optic. Okay, so
canceled.
The stream people don't freak out. So this is on a YHM 1-inch riser, and it's my EOTech. It's the EXPS2, whatever. It's the absolute code witness one. So I had this with the Vortex magnifier, and I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I could PID out to distance.
You can pee on things.
Oh my God, you're so weird. Why do you have to do this with? Yes, I could PID out at distance. Because we did have a man-sized target that was camouflaged with M81. I could see it, but trying to get hits on it did suck because with that EOTech reticle, the only thing I have is holdovers is that little hash mark down there, and based off of distance, because the thing is when we do long range, we have both known and unknown distance targets because that's how you get good at long range. So that 352 yard target, it was like based off of street lock, the holding was like in between the dead void space of the EOTech reticle. So the point is
he had to guess.
I had to guesstimate, which sucked, which is why I like Thomas's 6 power. The 5 power prism,
5X prism,
because it gives me holdovers, and I was able to reach out and touch out at that distance with it. It's the F reticle, so it's like a scope. It already has all my holdovers and everything in there. It's already at fixed magnification, and it has a larger objective window, so I can actually see stuff at distance. It's a better setup, and that's why I went to an LPVO, because it kind of gives me that, but not as well because of the smaller objective window. So
a pimp named Sir Motherfucking Slickback.
For a 13.9 for like a GPR like that, yeah, I would go with an ACOG over an LPVO.
Nowadays, yeah, ACOG is still relevant.
ACOG 100% relevant.
Right.
It is 100%.
I said ACOG or LPVO. I would go ACOG because again, most people when they get LPVOs, they just put a red dot on top. So now then they put the LPVO at a fixed magnification. So why not just have one object at a fixed magnification and red dot on the other?
It's smaller, it's lighter. You get a larger objective window. You have less moving parts because with the LPVO you have larger turrets. With your optic, your turrets are smaller. Again, it's just less moving parts.
Exactly. And then when you're really running and gunning, you don't want to be sitting there changing magnification. You really just want to throw in your eye, take your shots, move. Get a position, throw it in your eye, find a target, fire your shots, move. And so I've been toying with it because I've been back in my forth in my head. Do I want to keep the 5X, the ACOG at home, or do I want to get like a 2.5 to 10, throw it on there and a red dot on top? But then, when I run my SPR and when we're running and gunning, I got to constantly adjust my parallax or constantly adjust my magnification because I'm so dialed in, I can't see what's around. It really brings me back to the 5X and just keeping what is, and having that wider field of view so I can see everything around the target and just bang, bang, bang.
I feel like it would be a good option in some ways, but
that's 2.5 to 10.
Because the 2.5 to 10 is on the Mark 12 SPR, and Keith and Aki were running that, and it was dope. I don't remember. No, they don't have dots on top. I think they might have them on the side, but I don't like chancing the rifle like that. That's why I like the on top.
Somehow that I can't put in here because.
But how is your holder at close range? Have you tried that yet?
But when I was at Keith, remember I was using the red dot to target out the 50. I just put the dot on top. But now, as far as within 10 yards, that's something I have to test.
That's what I'm asking.
Now I feel like my holdovers are gonna be
ridiculous.
Kind of, I'm gonna have to really if I'm trying to put something in your forehead, I'm really gonna have to But it's gonna be doable.
That's why I'm curious about that EOTech reticle. If you have to just put that little tick mark at 5 yards on the forehead. I'm curious if that's how it is.
We'll see, yeah, because I got the donut of death on my red dot.
Recommended optic for 9mm PCC. That would be your department because I don't have a PCC. I have the Raider, so that's just
for a 9mm PCC. You definitely need a 5 to 25 optic. All right, but for real,
no, 6 to 24.
There you go, right? Like a 6 to 40.
Right? 6 to.
But honestly, just a simple red dot. You don't even need a magnifier.
I think the primary arms ones, they have reticles that do holdovers and stuff. But the thing is, what are you using a PCC for? That's what it comes down to. What is it for?
Especially if you're using something like a backpack.
If you're gonna use it, if you're gonna have a PC, if you want a PCC for competition as a example, you're gonna want something that's got a little bit of a longer barrel, 16-inch barrel. If you want,
So yeah, I guess that pimp slipback. How long of a barrel is on this PCC?
Well, that's the main.
That would really kind of that and the barrel length, because that's really going to determine what you can and can't do. If you're going to say a 16-inch, well, definitely still carries out the question.
I have a primary arms on everything for the most part.
You said I'm primary arms to the socks. But yeah, one of these days we are going to have to do
what, PCC?
A Q&A with KNA, but we have Joey on here. Oh, he said the 14.5 PCC. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely not going to still carry.
A 14.5 PCC.
This sounds like some competition type thing.
If it's for a competition gun, I would get one of the primary arms ones that has the holdovers, because that way at known and unknown distances they can range a target with 9mm.
Oh, you like the prism optic they sent me? Okay, yeah, that'd be dope.
That's what I would do.
You go with the primary arms 9mm prism optic. They actually sent one to me. I did a review on it, and it's specifically calibered for the 9mm caliber bullet. Whatever. I'm sorry.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, so that would be good. It's a prism optic, so you don't have to worry about batteries and shit. And that will get you by. Now, another option, if you didn't want to do that, is a red dot and magnifier.
I don't know about the magnifier.
Like the 14.5 sounds like you're doing
the magnifier thing, and maybe because I need to see the other magnifiers that are out there.
Well, it sounds like he's doing it for competition. If it's 14.5, it seems like competition.
Yeah, that's the main thing. What is it for?
14.5 sounds like.
You said Team JP.
It says Team Just Playing.
No. Team JP Enterprises. Do you shoot for their competition team? Yeah, I need you to answer that question. Do you shoot for JP Enterprises
Speak
for their competition team?
Right.
There are it's 20? Yeah, it's 20 people watching. That's cool.
Right.
Well, while a pimp named Slipback is sitting there typing an answer to our question, what else does everybody have to say? Don't be shy.
All right. We won't beat you up too bad.
Okay. No, sir. They just make. Awesome.
You just want to have one?
Oh, you're gonna buy one?
Well, either way, on the 9mm, you can't go wrong with the red dot. Just a simple, like, hollow sun vortex red dot.
Yeah, to make it that simple. Put a red dot on. We're just sitting here patiently waiting for the questions.
I'm getting blasted with text messages.
Right.
They're having a little argument.
Now it's down to 18. Why does no one want to ask questions?
Right, we can't do all the talking all the time. We want to find out about y'all. Remember, it's Q&A with KNA. I know y'all got questions to ask us about firearms and shit. But anyway, while you guys are coming up with questions, because I know you're just dying to get them answered, I still, like I said, I want that lever action 4570. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely we'll get up with some traffic.
I don't know if you still in this. You almost knocked my coffee off. But is the Unity riser worth it? Yes, for the EOTech.
I don't know. Ever since we got those YHM mounts off Amazon for like 30-something bucks, that does the same.
Here's what I will say because I have the Unity mount. If you're going to do the magnifier and you want the foot to center thing, then yes, go with the Unity because it makes it a smaller profile. But if you're gonna keep it all on like an absolute co-witness mount like this, just whatever magnifier, just attach it to the back and it works just fine because I tried to use it back here. I think the only downside when I was trying to use it is that the magnifier, did it come with riser plates? The Vortex? Because Keith was saying that.
I believe so, because I remember taking some apart.
Please tell me you have those plates, because I think I need them. I'm having an issue where the height is just too high, so I need to make it shorter so that way I can actually use it a little bit better.
You would have to have, I believe it's already on there.
Yeah, but when I take that plate off and I try to attach it to the mount, it doesn't go on there. So that's why I'm thinking there's probably a smaller plate or something. This is what happens when you get hand-me-down stuff. It's like, do you have this? No. We haven't had stuff for so long. But the point is, the Unity riser is kind of worth it. I like it. I know a lot of people, do like it as well. So that's just kind of up to you.
Yeah, I wish you did a little closer to Dre. How would a person link up with Keith and his training program? See, if we tell you, we probably have to kill him.
Oh my God, I keep saying this. I keep telling you. I keep telling you.
Well, first of all, Keith, I don't know. Unless he likes you, he'll.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. As far as if you want to train with us and stuff, right? The first thing that everybody has to understand, right, is that not everybody gets the opportunity to train them. It's just that it's not to hurt anybody's feelings. It's not to whatever. Yeah. The point is, right, not everybody gets to come out and actually train like that with us, and it's for a reason. Because one, at the end of the day, it's really not our call. You can ask Keith at the end of the day, and we always put his information there. And that is completely, whoever's asking, that is you and Keith's conversation. That has nothing to do with us. So.
Yeah, but yeah, like it's just
because we do get this question a lot, all the time.
You gotta understand, it's his family land. So again,
exactly. If it was our place, it would be a whole different set of SOP.
You guys would know about now to come out.
Exactly. You guys would know like what the criteria would be. But the thing is that it's not our fault, and it's for a reason. And I'm not mad about it. Hell, like me and Thomas always say, we're blessed to even be able to go out there, and it's simply because we've just done X, Y, and Z.
We're just so fucking awesome.
This guy.
Right, just rub it in. All right, so Eric, you can answer this one.
What
I don't fuck with SIGs.
You shot the 229.
I know.
I mean, I like SIGs. SIGs are dope. I don't remember if I have shot the 229 Legion. I've shot a Legion, so I know it's got a lot more TLC under the hood from SIG. So, I mean, I'm more in the market right now for a 2011. I'm not gonna lie. So,
I still don't know why. Like, why 2011 though?
why not?
Because what does it do?
It's an awesome gun. It's the trigger that you always want. You just don't realize.
I don't really get it. I mean, pistol to me is just a tool.
Listen, you've already accepted your fate. You said already multiple times you're a new age motherfucker. Just accept that.
I'm saying because I spent
That's fine. I got a Glock.
But once you spend that money, you're not gonna want to get it dirty. You ain't gonna want to.
No, I am gonna get it dirty. That's why I'm very selective about which one I want to get.
It's still like, I don't know, buy something that nice.
I'm gonna run it.
All right, BGOM, Black Gun Owners Magazine. Shout out. What's up with SIGs? Their quality.
Pistol, yeah. What's wrong with SIG Glocks? Yeah,
Their quality.
He doesn't like the 320s.
When the 365 came out, they had firing pin issues. The 320 came out, they had drop issues.
The 43X had issues too.
Not really. How? What issues was it?
They had magazine issues and they had a firing pin issue as well.
Man, but it wasn't like SIGs.
And the 40 and the Glock 44, which is the 22, they had a firing pin issue too.
It was nowhere as bad as SIG.
The only here's the difference. Why?
And then if you look at the new 6 spear rifles, people talking about the barrel being warped to the side, being able to push to the side. Listen, SIG has a lot of issues right now.
But here,
and I'm not gonna act like they don't.
How many people are gonna go out and spend the money on a SIG versus to spend the money on a Glock? There's more of a return on the data report because there's more people buying Glocks. That's why
Glock doesn't make rifles. But as far as Glock pistols,
make rifles.
Glock
I think what they did.
Glock pistols still outselling SIGs.
That's fine.
So
that's fine.
That's my problem with SIG. They can do better.
Let's see.
Pistol objects that you wouldn't buy. I guess anything like cheap Chinese that's bullshit, like Sight Mark.
Here's what I will say, because it's based off of data that everybody else in the community has done. Holosun, as of right now, has proven itself more times than it really needs to. Okay, it's honestly low key right now being battle tested. Okay, if you're gonna use this gun for defensive purposes, Holosun, and I know some people will disagree with me, and that's fine. Holosun and Trichicon, as of right now. And I understand there's some people who are running Swamp Fox right now. They're coming back okay, but at the end of the day, I would rather trust what I have definitely seen, like data-wise, like has survived some stuff. Like Scout, shout out to Scout. He was in a motorcycle accident. He's okay, but he got launched off of his bike with P10C that had the Holosun 508T on it. His gun survived. He was okay too. His bike got messed up too. But the point is, it survived.
All right. So again, anything cheap without a actual proven track record history, all right? Not just a good price point. And you have to look what police agency has used this, what military unit has used this, what person in a self-defense situation has used this.
No, we do not offer night vision classes for guns.
All right, it'd be nice to, but the thing about offering all these high-end classes is that most people can't even do the basics to begin with.
Dre, I want a platypus because of trying it out, but kind of like Thomas said, but at the same time, I really don't care because it takes Glock mag, so that's what makes it dope.
So if I was gonna get any expensive pistol, probably be that.
The platypus, see?
You could take Glock mags.
Yes.
And so I can put a 36 round stick in that pit.
Exactly. So
the Tavor X95, I have a soft place in my heart because I always wanted the Tavor X95. I just could not justify the purchase. Like, what was this X95 going to do that the guys I have now are not? And besides,
my best friend's mom has
it. I know. Black Steve has either the Tavor or a
They're all right. I mean,
yeah, it's more X95, like the old Tavor and the new X95.
A chance to get your hands on the Springfield Echelon, which I think about.
Not yet. I want to try it because that's what you're talking about it.
I touched it in the gun store. I like the fit and feel of it.
Touched it like he touches himself.
Fit and feel, I like it. I like the fact that they integrate the gas pedals on both sides. The gun is ambidextrous. And it's a multi-optic cut, optics ready out the factory, and it's the price of a bone stock Glock, not an MOS Glock.
I think we should kick this dude out the chat. Tafari, I should kick you out the chat.
Why?
He says, what about High Point C9?
Oh, just leave him alone.
Right.
Just leave him alone.
Tafari,
Why?
go to the back of the room and sit in the corner.
Does that.
Right.
Does that.
Go to the back of the room and sit in the corner. We'll talk you out the class. All right, outside of 9mm, 5.56. Good. Now they're asking questions. Thank you.
Right.
All right. Outside of 9mm, 5.56, 45, 7.62, all the fun calibers.
Are you guys stockpiling 7.62 by 51? What are both?
Or are we stockpiling 308 basically? And soon, because I am in the process of building a 16-inch 308 now. Yeah, DPMS AR-10 style. So I'm in the process of that. So yeah.
I'm just reading all the comments.
Yeah.
Locs, can you do a breakdown of your helmet? I'm looking to get into night vision, but I'm not trying to break the bank.
Yeah, to keep it simple, it's a hardhead veterans, but it's not a ballistic, it's a bump helmet.
Get a bump helmet first.
Right. So yeah, get a bump, it's cheaper.
Don't worry about a ballistic helmet. Some people will tell you, go with a ballistic. No, get a bump. Hardhead veterans, or the one that I have as well. MTech Flux.
Yeah.
PPS. That's a dope one as well.
Yeah, for your first helmet, like hardhead veteran, something that's gonna be like a couple $100.
Or if you want to go Ops Corps or Team Wendy, you can get their bump helmets. They're like double the price. I'm just saying.
And that's the same shit, little bit.
It's a glorified skateboard.
It won't stop bullets. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Just because you got a helmet doesn't mean you can stick your head out and shrapnel's gonna bounce off your shit. No, it's just in case you fall and hit your head.
Coming tomorrow. What do you have coming tomorrow? Right.
These hands.
Just get one from Firearms and don't worry about building it.
All right. Reda USA 300 Ultimate.
They put him in time. I had a high point at 16.
Have you considered a tactical shotgun? No. We're not huge shotgun fans. So we're probably not the right people to ask for that. Just full disclosure.
Yeah. Shotguns.
Right, I had a high point at 16. But at 16 though, but you grew up and you found wisdom.
Yeah, shotguns are just not our thing.
Well, yeah, you can do that. You can buy a rifle from OWR Armament if you don't want to build your own.
That's true.
So
that's true.
But yeah, back to Juice. Yeah, I'm building an AR-10, so I'm starting stockpiling, especially
178 grain. I mean 175s.
No, not just that, not just precision, but ball ammo.
Ball ammo. Yep.
Yeah, I forgot what the nomenclature was for it.
I don't remember. I think it's 150s.
It's like 147s to 150s.
147, 150s.
Right.
168.
I think M80 ball. Is that? I think it's M80 ball.
M80?
Yeah.
That's 178. That's 175.
No, because ball is like 150. Ball ammo 150, 147.
Well, I don't remember. It's hard to keep track with all these damn calibers.
But yeah, like all that, like that, especially that foreign shit. You can get, that's like all Egyptian, 308 or.
I like that meme that people do with the how they make that ammo overseas, the Turkish ammo. It's like they just take the gunpowder, just like no amount of measuring. It's like, here you go. I have a guard dog ballistic helmet classic firearms. Recommended that was the same price as the Team Wendy. I mean, do your research. That's the main thing. Do your research on the ballistics because that NRJ rating does change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does change.
Because here's the thing. And it's mainly, and I'm saying this as a question, but it's just something to think about. What makes you think, based off of the advancement of bullet technology, that bullets haven't been advanced enough to defeat whatever if you buy plates this year in 6 years? So, for example, if you bought a helmet 6 years ago, bullet technology has advanced. What makes anybody think that bullet technology hasn't advanced enough to defeat that?
Right, you can't come out there in your World War II helmet thinking you saving Private Ryan and shit.
So that's the downside, which is why I have another ballistic helmet, but it just sits there because of the fact that it's like there's kind of no point right now. because NIJ stuff, I'm always reading that and seeing, oh, okay, you know, what's ballistically wise coming out now.
Exactly.
Like, think of 8.6 what? Think of how nasty that is. Imagine taking that on a level 3 helmet.
I think you would just die.
You would just die.
Yeah, because it's that certain size.
You would just die.
Yeah, at a certain point, like the bullet's just too big and like just
Yeah, the impact, the force upon delivery alone would just concave into your skull. You'd be dead.
right. So, but again, like it's 5 years. The helmets the Team Buddy helmets we have now, they might find some new material.
PMC is good stuff.
Half the weight, but yet twice as strong.
That part.
So this your shit will never 100% be just done. It's just good for now until you find something that can help enhance the tool.
So
well, actually enhance the weapon, which is you. So find a new tool that can help enhance the weapon.
So to answer your question, Juice, right? If you know what ballistic helmet you want to go with via what company you want to go with, like you said, if you want to go OpsCore, then I would say get the OpsCore up because all of your attachments, as far as to keep it kind of cheap, you can move all your attachments over and nothing's kind of different because of the same company. But if you do want to just go ahead and outfit everything for the ballistic, then cool. You already know what you want to buy and where it's going to go and how it's going to go there because you've already done it on the bumper.
I want to offer a counter measure to that. Those old school Mitch helmets would be better for civilians than these new Maritime helmets. Especially if you
How would they get prone? That sucks.
You still go prone. I use that in the military. You can still go prone. They didn't make it so you can't go prone. They cut the sides back for maritime use.
Okay.
And then so you'd be a little bit.
Me, I've never read them. You would know better than me.
That's what I would do. If you want a cheap entry level ballistic helmet, those Mitch helmets are going to be cheaper. You can still have your Ear Pro on there, but that's just me. What was this? Bezel King. What do you think of putting a comp on a 43X? I'm actually thinking about it. Actually, matter of fact, I'm thinking about getting. Was it PSA? It's a PSA brown out. I think it's PSA. They make a slide for the 43X.
The funny thing about that, right?
And it has a comp,
me and Thomas were talking about this, right? If you're gonna put a comp on the 43X, depending on what size comp it is, it'll bring it up to a 48. So if you're trying to achieve that, go with that. But you need to take in consideration if you have side ports on that comp.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you go with the Palmetto State version,
but it isn't even out yet.
I thought it was. But when they do, then wait. When they come out
exactly, but we don't know how it even functions.
It's gonna be the same thing, bro. It's just a slide. It's literally the same length slide as a 43X.
It hasn't been tested.
It just has the ports cut into it. Think of the SIG X macro. They just did that with the 43X slide. Yeah. And so that's what I'm looking at. And so that's the MOS cut free right now. So when that drops, I actually want to pick one up and try it because I've shot the macro and it's fine. So I feel like the 43X is gonna be the same way.
It's the only SIG he actually likes.
I said it was
no, I'm sorry, the 320 Max Michelle.
That blackout edition, that was nice, yeah.
Like that.
But yeah, I didn't drop it to find out if it works.
Oh my god.
So
I want that grip module though.
People love asking all kinds of decide to ask questions.
Yeah, that's a decent question.
YNW mellow. It's not even mellow, it's melly. But two, I don't know. You think I keep in tune with goes on?
What is YNW mellow case?
Some rapper who's in jail for some shit that I don't say in tune.
I think I saw something about it was like a mistrial or something. I was scrolling through. Yeah, I don't keep up with that stuff either. It's like, yeah, sorry.
That's what a guard dog is, a Mitch helmet with fast cut. I don't know. I didn't. There's so many helmets. There's so many products out here. The market is saturated. So people ask me, "Have you seen this? Have you seen the Prime Storage?"
I like the helmet that I have because I like it for all the reasons. I got the
I like my helmet because it's better than yours.
No, it's not.
I know, but at least if I tell myself,
you just exactly. You like to tell yourself. Why?
If I lie to myself, if I lie to myself enough,
that should tell you something. He likes lying to himself.
If I lie to myself enough, that'll be true.
Oh my
How long have we been doing this? 49.
49 minutes. All right.
We all got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to ask us whatever about firearms is on your fucking heart.
Does anyone have MVG training in South Florida? Like as far as teaching an MVG class?
Yes. I honestly cannot think off the top of my head. I don't know if Condition 1 does it.
Condition 1 does something.
Probably they do. I know Element Training Complex up in Holt, Florida. They have some. If you got to speak to the guys up front and get in touch.
Man. But that's the thing about night vision training is that it's not really.
It's like a secret society.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is, and at the same time, there's not a lot of places where you can actually do it because.
Right. See, like they noticed me at the whole training range. They knew I was civilized because not only did I have the helmet with that had the shroud, so I could have a mount, but I had the actual mount in the mount, and so they knew at that point.
Yeah, you actually have the G24.
Exactly, I had the G24, so they knew. All right. He looks like he's civilized, and so we had a civilized conversation. So I found out that we were like men of civilization. All right, so we had night vision and we had suppressors.
He's talking that trick.
That's as civilized as you can go.
Night vision, suppressors, SBRs.
All right, so I'm sorry. This is a civilized neighborhood.
This is a civilized neighborhood.
Your kind isn't worth welcome here.
But eventually you'll do a 300 bucks.
I don't know. Let's see.
Stop saying I don't know. Just fucking do it.
I'm gonna drive around by 4570.
Is a 147 too much for concealed carry?
Nope, that's what I use.
No.
I mean too much.
No, 147 is a great subsonic, dude.
Well, I don't know about subsonic, but
it is.
I also know 140
subsonic. It's going under 1,000 feet.
I didn't give a damn about it. I just knew it was the heaviest grain weight I could get.
No, because it's heavier grain weight. So
I just said like at total, but
as far as the
store, federal premium, because federal premium is king when it comes to hollow points. Everyone measures their shit to federal premium. Don't tell me they don't.
Right.
Exactly. So it's the heaviest 9mm grain I can get from federal premium.
He said it just works.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do 124 when you can use 147? I don't know if it makes a difference, but maybe he can tell me.
I had military experience with MVDs. Just wanted to take a few classes to stay proficient, stay hard, and find places to try. Well, here's the thing that you can do, all right? If you buy night vision, depending on what you buy, right? There's nothing wrong with you just slapping it on your head and taking a walk in like your local neighborhood.
But I'm sure you were talking about like shooting other nods, not
as far as.
But if he has military experience, I'm sure he knows how to walk around. I'm sure he wants to do
like. It's still something you need to practice though.
Yeah, like, anyway.
But as far as the shooting aspect of it,
but you don't need a class for that. So I mean, I feel like what he means is like like short bus guys to go out and do like some of the shit.
Where do you live? Start there. Depending on where you live, you need to kind of like the philosophy Thomas says, like under nods. Yeah, shooting under nods in Florida. Yeah. Well, depending on where you live, Davie,
Florida.
I don't know what the hell that is.
That's in Florida.
Obviously in Florida. Well, the point is,
it's like Central Florida.
Yeah.
I believe it's Central Florida.
Go on Instagram. Here's an option that you can.
Man, if you're in Central Florida, you can shoot anywhere because there ain't shit out there.
Go on Instagram and look up operational industries and Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. They have a post called Find Your Tribe. Post up your location, like Fort Lauderdale, and other people will comment on there. Oh yeah, I'm on the same place, and y'all can get to chatting. That's how it starts. So you might need to just find people in your area to train with that are like minded as you. Figure out your own vetting process. Like all of that all comes in when you're trying to find a group of people to train with. Because at the end of the day, some people have different mindsets, and those different mindsets may make or break your training group and or make or break, the progression of your training.
Make or break your what?
Yeah, what's the thing? It's operational industries. I don't feel like looking it up. Thomas will probably end up tagging them at the bottom or something. You do something.
I don't know. You know that you are.
If I send it to you, you'll put it. Maybe. See, he's leaving. He doesn't even know. He's like, keep it simple.
I want to pick up my rifle so bad, but I know I can't.
It's weird because that's why it's on the table with me.
It's really dumb. Oh, it can be in the video, but you can't touch it.
Why? Why do this?
Why are you infringing on my rights?
Why are you sleeping?
All right, 5 minutes. We have 5 more minutes before we head out. Close out in an hour. We've had, about, between 10, 20 of y'all, a little bit more sometimes. But yeah. This will get better once we start having guests. I don't know if Dre's still here, but definitely we're going to have him on the chat one day. And we'll probably give you guys a heads up so, you can have your questions and have a notification. Because I know we drop these just randomly. And, but it's good to see, who is the true following of LocsNLoad, right?
Yeah.
Who is true Waganda?
You're seeing the early stages of some stuff that we have planned.
Right. Working on the podcast.
We're working on things. Things are coming.
All right. So we could also use this too, so that you have the film version as well.
You said film version?
Mm-hmm. So you can go on YouTube and one on Spotify. Friends. You know how Barrel Hacker does it too?
Yeah, but
they take those same videos and put it on Spotify. Yeah.
All right, there we go. I need to have you brothers on my live. Dre.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, we can do back and forth. You come over here, do one, and then we go over your side and do a video.
Yeah, Dre, I sent you a message. Just say yes or no to that, and we'll go from there.
But anyway, last few minutes.
I'm gonna say we got like 4 more minutes.
I'm not gonna lie, that food we had was good. I'm tired.
That's why we're tired. We wouldn't have wings.
We had 20 wings. It was garlic, butter, Parmesan, and we had like 4 chicken fingers, like 4 fat ass chicken fingers. Those were some big chicken fingers with Jamaican jerk seasoning dry rub. Boy, shit didn't stand a chance.
Shout out to Wing Beef though.
Yeah, the fingers were destroyed, and the only reason we got wings left over is because we got full.
Yeah, we got full.
But yeah,
mistakes were made.
Mistakes, but hell nah. I did this on purpose, and I'll do it again.
You said the thing.
I'll fucking do it again. KNA Firearm Accessories.
Oh, hey, look, I'll tell you. Look at that.
All right.
He's like, what's going on, guys? Hello.
Does Alto know about his toy? Eric Major got your toy here.
Yeah, it's finished, but it's not finished, so don't take it out and shoot it yet. It's not done yet. There's like 2 more things I need to do to it, but the main thing is already done. The optic that's on there is a placeholder, but it's almost ready.
Almost ready.
Because I'm gonna end up taking you out to 600, so that's why I said it's not ready. You want to be there for that, Thomas?
No, I don't want to be around Alto when he shoots because I'm scared. Right. I'm playing out. All right, that's about it. We're gonna cut it here.
Yeah, because we ain't really doing nothing. We answered a lot of people's questions. As always, ask us questions later.
All right. So again, if you guys are looking to donate, there should be a little icon down here to help donate. If you want, you can do it after the video as well. That helps the channel grow. But if you want us to help the channel, you can go, which will be in the link once the video posts, buy a t-shirt or join on Patreon or come sign up with KNA Accessories and get a firearm training class by us, or simply just hit that subscribe button, which is free. So, top of that, guys, we want to thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, appreciate it. Train with Joel TV.
Oh, I got the rifle now.
And then the video gets canceled.
Yeah.